what's up guys, your boy BlastphamousHD on the mic. You already see the gameplay in the background, so you already know what time it is. Hit explosions on these niggas. Today I got a bit of a treat for you guys. Now, due to you guys' overwhelmingly large amount of requests, I've just now started playing scary games for you guys, and I get far more scared than most people do. This is a story explaining exactly why I believe that is. I like to call this story, I used to live in a motherfucking haunted house. Back when I was about 11 years old, my family had went through some financial issues. So much so that we had to move out of our place quite abruptly and find a new place to live immediately. Now, my mom didn't have very many options, so when she went looking, she settled basically on the first place that got thrown at her. I still remember my first time walking inside of this fucking house. The first thing I felt was the overwhelmingly creepy sensation that I was being fucking watched, and I didn't know where the fuck it was coming from. I had my mom around, I had my brothers, my sisters, my mom's huge boyfriend, and the landlord was there as well, getting the final down payment from my mom. So I'm walking past them with one of my boxes, and I overhear him say, "Now, whatever you do, just don't touch the rocking chair or the chest in the basement." I did not know what the hell that meant. There's no reason for me to think that there's something ominous afoot here. So I just walked past, I put all my stuff up in my room. Unbeknownst to me, that would be one of the 3 times I would ever go into that goddamn attic room. While I was up there, I could not put my foot on it. Something felt out of place. I couldn't tell what. I couldn't figure it out, just something felt out of place as all living shit. After putting my stuff upstairs, I didn't have a whole lot of stuff, I was only 11. I go back downstairs, again, I'm feeling this overwhelming sensation that I'm freaking being watched. I don't know what's going on, but I don't want to be in this house. Didn't know why, I figured it might have been just something wrong with me. But what was crazy was, when I would go outside, I wouldn't feel it anymore. The minute I would leave that fucking house, I would not feel that feeling anymore. I would look at the house and I would feel it a little bit, but while I was leaving and in the streets and playing with friends, dodgeball, that shit, I didn't feel any of that crap, which of course struck me as weird. I went back home that night, and everything's fine, man. I mean, we did the regular family thing. We all ate dinner, we watched some TV. Now, I'm still feeling this freaking feeling. The only thing that I had deduced on the situation, I hadn't figured out what was going on yet, that the house was haunted, that anything was wrong with that. The only thing that I had deduced was I wanted to go to sleep well before my family did, because I did not want to be up inside of that house by myself. My family usually goes to bed at around 11. So I went to bed at 9 o'clock just to be safe. At that age, I slept about 10 hours if you gave me the chance. I woke up at exactly 3:30 in the fucking morning. I know this because I checked my damn watch. I had one of those old school watches with the freaking calculator on it and shit. So I look at my watch, it's 3:30, and I'm woke. And I'm in the living room sleeping on the couch because I'm not sleeping upstairs in my freaking attic. When I wake up, I can feel something watching me so hard, I can't freaking go back to sleep. Add insult to injury. Now, the way my house set up was, if I'm sitting on my couch and I'm looking forward, my TV is to my right, the front door is to my left. There's particularly not a very big house. Past the television, more to my right, maybe 1 foot of hallway leading into the kitchen. When you get into the kitchen, if you make a right, there's the rest of the kitchen, there's the back door. If you make another right, is the door leading upstairs into my attic bedroom. I don't know why, but the feeling that I'm being watched is just beaming on me, and it's coming from the fucking kitchen so heavily that I can't help but fucking stare at the kitchen. I'm just staring at the fucking kitchen. I just knew if I kept staring at this fucking kitchen, something's gonna fucking pop its head out from the right side of the fucking kitchen, man. And I'm just freaking the hell out. Now, needless to say, this happened every fucking night. I would be awoken always between the hours of 3 o'clock and 3:30 in the fucking morning. And it would always be that fucking feeling that something is fucking watching me intently, and I cannot go back to fucking sleep, man. I had a Nintendo 64. This was a long time ago. The only way that I was able to deal with this feeling was for me to play Nintendo 64. I was awoke so many times in the middle of the night, and spent so many sleepless night hours in that house playing Nintendo 64 that not only did I unlock everything in both Extreme G's, which is unheard of amongst my peer group at the time, but I also got all 128 stars. I remember one particular day, I brought my sister up into my room to like show her that there was something wrong with this fucking house. Now I remember when we went up there, we didn't expect to really find anything. I just wanted her to feel the same feeling that I was feeling whenever I was in that attic. When I took her up there, somehow she found this small compartment door in the attic, right? It was behind my bed, which is why I hadn't found it before. So she opens this mug up and it's just pitch black in there. Pitch black. It sounds like air is coming through there, but there's no fucking air. On the opposite side of the room was a window, which was the only light that was coming through that fucking attic. Now, I had seen enough scary movies to already know we are clearly fucking up right now. I shut the fucking door, but not before we saw this picture laying right near the beginning of the fucking doorway. We get the fucking picture, and it's this chick on the picture. She's dressed like a pilgrim from back in the old day, and she looks bitter. There's rings under her eyes from sleep deprivation or something, but the chick just doesn't look happy. We take the picture, we close the door. I became so sleep deprived in that goddamn house, I started taking children's fucking scissor. We're gonna call it NyQuil. That way I would not wake up in the middle of the night any fucking more, because this was really getting to me. I couldn't do my schoolwork. I was really losing a lot of sleep in this house. I had asked my mom if I could sleep in the room with her, but she wouldn't let me because her room was filled to the brim with people. I have 4 brothers and sisters, 4 or 5. It's definitely one of them. Everyone was sleeping in that room with her in her bed, including her boyfriend. I love how this is the perfect time for me to become a man and learn to do things independently and on my own. Of course, I gotta sleep on the freaking couch by my damn self because no one else is gonna sleep on the couch, so I can sleep in the room with my fucking mom where I feel like it's probably gonna be safer. At least I feel that way. I started taking NyQuil so I could sleep longer throughout the night, and it worked for about a week and a half. A week and a half, I got glorious, awesome, full night's worth of sleep, and it was deliciousness. Oh, I really like that word. Okay, so everything's going good. The NyQuil is working. I'm sleeping all the way through the night until, again, I'm awoken in the middle of the motherfucking night by this goddamn fucking feeling that I'm being fucking watched. When I wake up, I'm staring into the couch, but there's nothing more comfortable than curling yourself into a nice freaking soft couch. I've got my blanket cocoon on. I'm rolled over into the couch, man. I am just as comfortable the word is itself. And that shit is comfortable. I feel this fucking feeling beaming down on me, and I'm like, you know what, I'm sick of this fucking shit. I lean up and I look into the fucking kitchen. I'm to the point where I'm like, you know what, man, fuck it. If you gonna get me, god damn it, just motherfucking get me, okay? If you're gonna show yourself, motherfucking do it. Of course, nothing fucking done. I'm still feeling this fucking feeling, so I'm like, man, fuck this. I'm still a little bit drowsy from the fucking NyQuil and shit, so I lean back into the couch and I go back to motherfucking sleep. I am awoken again. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna fucking do this. So again, I go to close my eyes and go back to fucking sleep, and I shit you not, I felt like something fucking brushed me on my fucking back, and the feeling now, it's beaming down on me so hard that I feel like the bitch is right fucking behind me. And I am getting quiet while I tell you guys this story because it's nighttime and it's creeping me the fuck out. I feel like this fucking bitch is standing right fucking behind me, man. I'm like, man, you know what? Fuck it. I turn around fast as fuck, right? There's fucking nothing there. Now I'm woke. I'm fully fucking woke, and the NyQuil has noticeably worn off. So I'm like, man, fuck this fucking shit. I just want to fucking sleep. Shit, come on. As I'm rolling back over I look at the wall right above where I'm sleeping at, and I notice it looks like there's sparks dancing on the fucking wall right above the couch. Is this some suck-ass dream? Like, sparks? I get up and I look to the spot where if there's sparks on the wall, this should be the trajectory of where it's coming from. So I look at that spot, and I notice the blinds on that wall are faintly glowing orangish. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's not fucking daylight outside. It's fucking 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. I walk over to the window, and my window's covered by blinds, plastic blinds. As I get closer, I notice my blinds are fucking melting. Not enough as to where I should have been noticed this, but they're distorting. Very slightly, but they're bending. So I pull them down, and I look through the goddamn window. Of course, the next door house is fully fucking ablaze. It is on fire. I'm not talking, oh, there's smoke off up in this shit. I'm talking about the sun took a shit on this house. Fucking fire. This house is only about 5 or 10 feet away from my house. I'm like, what the fuck? I run into my mom's room, I jump on her bed, I wake everybody to fuck up, get up, fucking fire, fucking fire. My mom rushes into the fucking living room, you know, she looks through the blinds, she screams her fucking head off when she sees the fucking house next door. We get our shit, I grab the Nintendo 64, guys. Oh shit, I had fallen in love with my fucking Nintendo 64. Thanks to the bullshit I was going through that goddamn house. And we run out into the motherfucking middle of the goddamn street. We call fucking 911. Of course the fire trucks show up promptly like 15 minutes fucking later. When the firemen finally put out the fire next door, one of the fire guys walked up to me and he's like, you know, I was talking with your mom and your mom says that you woke up and got everybody out of the house. And I was like, yeah, you know, I mean, the place was on fire, man. He's like, you know what? In all my years of firefighting, I've heard of a lot of people dying in fires. And you might not know this, but what kills people in fires isn't heat or fire, it's smoke. I don't know how you woke up, but if you would have woken up maybe 5 or 10 minutes later, tops, your entire family would have died of smoke inhalation. And I felt really fucking good, you know, because after that, my family, they treated me, you know, like the shit. But after this guy gets done shaking my hand, now the moon is fully out. It was somewhat well lit in the fucking streets. Now, tell me why. When I look up at the fucking house, the window, you know, that's in the far side of the attic of the part that I found with my sister, I see that window, and through the moonlight, I was able to make out the silhouette of fucking something. I don't know. I turned my fucking face quick as shit the minute I saw that glimpse of a little bit of shit, because I'm like, I still live in this fucking house. I don't want to see shit. I don't want to fucking know. I do not want to know. Fuck that. 3 days later, we moved out of that house, and after that fire happened, the landlord felt like shit. Why did he feel like fucking shit? Now recently, I took my mom out to dinner because I was thinking about sharing this story online, and I wanted to get her side of everything that happened. I told her, I was like, Mom, do you remember that house we used to live in? She's like, what house? I'm like, the house in East Side, Ohio, the one that we thought was haunted. She was like, oh my God, I remember that house. She's like, yeah, that house was definitely haunted. I'm like, I never told you this, but I used to wake up in the middle of the night. I couldn't sleep because I felt like something was watching me. And she was like, yeah, you know, I had a lot of problems sleeping in that house as well. You know, the woman died in her kitchen, and her favorite rocking chair was always in the living room. You knew this when we moved in? She's like, yeah, you know, but the landlord didn't tell me all of this until we moved out. And I'm like, so you mean to tell me you knew that there was something wrong with the house? She was like, oh yeah, I used to see something in that kitchen about once or twice a week. And I'm like, you mean to tell me you saw the ghost in the kitchen once or twice a week, and you let me sleep on the couch right next to the fucking kitchen in pitch black dark at night? And you know, she laughs a little bit. Apparently the landlord also told her everyone else that had moved into that house would move out within 3 months. I don't know what was up with whatever that was in that house, but I clearly didn't wake myself up. That's BHD story time. You know, I've thoroughly creeped myself out. I was gonna play some Dead Space tonight and record it, but you know what? I'm gonna play some happy shit. Because now I'm really fucking freaked out. And if you enjoyed the story, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below if you ever encountered any unexplainable crazy type shit. BlastphamousHD up out of this bitch.